focus of all the guys who handle the football. Do they wear gloves? Do they take them off? Will they carry the ball high and tight to make sure they have good ball security? That's paramount in a game like this.
Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Here's the offense, and I don't know what more you can say at this point in his career about Jason Witten.
You just give him full respect. This is a guy who knows how to do everything on the football field. Not just catch the ball, but huge in the run game with his blocking at the line of scrimmage.
So 2nd and 10 here. Prescott from the gun. On the left side, he finds Beasley. A Dallas first down. Prescott hooking up with Beasley.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
A first down carry by Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 54 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion. Momentum, everything, just as you described, right out of the gate, big sprint, touchdown. They're excited, but on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one, and now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up the touchdown on the opening drive.
Here comes Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. And Mariota, along with the rest of what's been there in Tennessee the last few seasons, they've gone from 3-13 to the divisional round of the playoffs in just 3 years.
Yeah, they've done exactly what they expected when they drafted Marcus Mariota, because you draft him to promote your team and move you towards making the playoffs. They got that done in his 3rd season. They expect more of that in the future. They also expect better play from him because this past season, 13 touchdown passes, 15 interceptions. I expect that ratio to change in a big way in 2018.
13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And fights through one man. Still going. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 67 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Short kick, it's taken to the 23. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back to the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. And I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game. Not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2017 for Zeke Elliott. A mixed bag. Would he play? Would he not play? Well, he missed the 6 games from weeks 10 to 15. He still finished, though, Charles, 10th in the league in rushing.
Just tells you about the talent that he has and how explosive he is and what he brings to the table. Look, he averaged 98 yards per game, 98.3 to be exact, a full 11 yards higher than number 2 Todd Gurley behind him. So that just tells you, if he plays a full season and he's averaging that type of yardage, I think Dallas's win numbers go up.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On the counter, Elliott. And he's got room. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. A look at the defensive starters for Tennessee.
And the man in the spotlight for me for the Tennessee Titans defense is Jarrell Casey, their defensive tackle. Turning the Pro Bowl into a perennial visit, this guy knows how to get upfield, a penetrator, makes a lot of plays in the opposing backfield, and also is excellent in the community in the Nashville area. The Tennessee Titans, man of the year.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to bring up a third down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now
hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. A touchdown apiece here in this first quarter of play. It's a tight game here early. We're back to Nashville right after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Bailey now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. They'll roll him out right. Caught right side, Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And that one results in 35 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
A first down carry for Henry. Evades him at the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. And when he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
From the red zone now, Mariota. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. And now we're all even. Brand new ball game, tie game.
In a sense, you're starting over. Tie ball game, everyone's back to even, back to equal. A good job getting back in it.
Extra point try now for Succop. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now here's Succop out to kick it away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And some space here. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Again to Elliott. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
To go here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. In just 2 minutes' time, don't forget we'll get you to Orlando for our halftime report. To bring it to you, who else but Larry Ridley?
Now that man knows his football. Go get him, Larry.
Here's Prescott. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well. See it now play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays. Makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them. He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The man with over 1,000 catches, Jason Witten, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a fourth down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. From the left hash, this from 37. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
I have to believe that if you're the team trying to block a field goal, you don't mind this weather. All right, the rain probably is going to help you because so many things can go wrong for the guys trying to kick the ball. It's as simple as maybe you just lose your footing. You kind of spin out like a tire in the snow, not getting traction, and you create a space and someone comes through.
And I think for everybody, snapper, holder, kicker, everything slows down maybe a fraction of a second. And a fraction of a second in a field goal try, that can be all the different.
I love how you described that. Everything slows down.
Nobody in front. Rashard Matthews. Touchdown, Titans. Rashard Matthews as the first half is winding down. And the Titans are going to retake the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
You're looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. Short kick. Taken at the 23. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And now it's second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Second down, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Final play of the half. Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Titans are up right now and are looking to keep up the pressure moving forward. The Cowboys didn't play their best, and they'll need to be at their best now to come back. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Now 1st and 10. Elliott's going to shift out to the right side, and this long run goes for a touchdown. That puts them up by a touchdown. Now it's early in the second quarter. Elliott stiff arm a tip works perfectly, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. That takes the lead up to 7. We go to the second quarter. Mariota's going to get outside and complete the pass. And he won't be brought down until he makes it to the 48-yard line. Titans later on the drive. Over the middle, Mariota will complete the pass, and it ends up working for a touchdown.
Sorry, Larry. Your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Adoree Jackson on the return. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts and of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tyrone Crawford in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They're indeed going. It's Mariota. And he locates Walker, complete. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll need to get the play off quickly. First down, Mariota. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Time running out here on the play clock. On second down, here's Henry. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Mariota now to throw on first down. Completes it to Davis. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Three yards remaining here on second down. And the play clock's running down. They just get the play off. Now Mariota rolling to his left. Nifty move. And he's brought down. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Mariota hands to Henry. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. They'll come out in the pistol. From the gun, Mariota. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Marcus Mariota punching it in from a yard away. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, being on the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Prescott now on second down. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A second down throw for Prescott. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Prescott yet again. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Dak finding his tight end Witten, and the Cowboys have a first down. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time, and it's 3rd and short. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Running with Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And that might be Titan football. It is. And they're not able to convert on 4th down.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
Throwing is Mariota. He may try and run for this. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And some room to maneuver. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. They keep it with Henry on first down. And now running right through it. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2nd down and just 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Mariota gives to Henry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now a handoff to Henry. Dropped at the 35. Able to display his agility, but not much room to operate. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Henry running right. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. Mariota here to throw. Flushed out right. They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota eluding the pressure right. And that's a touchdown late in this affair.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Suck up for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead stretches to 35-14. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. Short boot, take it at the 21. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.